All right, hello, this is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. And if you look closely on your screen right now, hopefully what you can see is hands-on test 2 revised. So I've made some changes to this test, and I'm just going to show you quickly what the changes are. This should be only about a 5 or 10 minute lecture. Evan may be calling me in the interim, and if he does, I will have to pause the video and talk to him for 5 minutes or so, and then I'll finish it up. Now, in here, nothing changed up until this point. But I think you might as well just add the category ID as a foreign key and the category as a navigation property right away. Now, you'll get errors until you do this table. Or you can do this table first, in which case, if you create that table afterwards, you shouldn't get any errors. All right? The mockups are the same. So it should still look like this and this. Again, I had those mistakes on there that I told you about. All right, etc. But on here, this is where it's changed. There were 16 things for you to do. There's now 12. I'm only going to ask you to do one add migration and one update database. All right, rather than breaking it into two. I had problems for whatever reason. I don't typically have problems with that, but so I changed the point distribution around. 2 points each. Now it's worth 4 points for you adding tools in SQL Server. 10 points now for you to set up the connection string. 10 points for you to enable dependency injection in the program.cs file. 10 points for you to create the model stuff, and this is exactly the same as it was before. Then immediately add the other DB sets, so add the other model stuff. All right. So I just moved this up a little bit. All right. Then create the context file, including the product DB set, the category DB set, and the seed data provided for each one of them. All right. Then perform a successful migration and a successful update database. All right. Then go in, add a product controller, and put in there a list method and add edit method. Put the methods in there. How's that? All right. So you'll have a list, and I guess in here you'll have add, edit, and delete methods. All right. Now then create the product folder with these views. The add edit, again, should handle both the adds and the edits. All right. So this is very much reminiscent of what you've already done. All right. But I'm asking you to even make it easier because we're only doing this one thing at a time. All right. Then add the code. This was from an earlier project to make the URLs lowercase and to add a / at the end of the URL, 6 points. Finally, add the slug. A slug is shown. All right. And remember to update the default routing pattern to have the slug. So if you look on here, and I don't even know if I did show it. Let's see. Of course, I probably did not. No. You know what slugs are, hopefully, by now. So in other words, when you have the URL in here, it should have the name of the product in there as well. All right. And I thought that I put that in there, but evidently I did not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you out. I'm going to attach to this email both the original test and the revised test. You can do either one. You don't have to do both, please. You can do either one, whichever one you find to be easier. If you've already started on the original version and you're cool with it, keep going. If you haven't started yet, I'd recommend working with the revised version. All right, I'll be here all afternoon if you have questions. Today will be lab. Tomorrow will be lab. Friday, I'm going to go over chapter 6. I moved it around a little bit. I was going to give you more time yesterday, but yesterday's lecture took longer than I thought it would. All right. So questions, email me, jpscott@rankin.edu. If we have to, we can even set up a Teams meeting. All right. Lab today, lab tomorrow. All right. That's really all I have to say. So I will talk to you on Friday. Have a good one.